we are at the top of the hour here on Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Pache. Thanks again for joining us. I'll be with you for several hours here, continuing to bring you some of the day's biggest top stories, headlines, all in the mix. And, of course, the biggest story today is the hostages returning home in the Middle East. These are the images. And look at these moments here for families. 20 families today relieved after 2 years of absolute hell and not knowing if they would ever see their loved ones once again. The reunification and these moments happening earlier today. President Trump and his team able to get the deal done. Peace in Gaza right now. And again, just these images, very, very emotional. And we just saw it really play out throughout the day. And again, we will play out some of President Trump's speech, not only in Israel, but also in Egypt a little bit later this evening. Truly, truly historic moments here. I want to now continue to talk about this big moment in our history and bring in our next guest to help break it all down. This is Bryan Stern with Gray Bull Rescue, the founder of Gray Bull, who again brings home and tries to bring home as many people as he can all over the world. Bryan, thanks so much for joining us here on Live Now from Fox. We really appreciate it. And first off, when you saw those images today, I just wanted to get your reaction to it all.
Well, my team and I, we've been in and out of this region for 737 long days conducting rescues and evacuations of Americans stuck in all these different little wars, be it Iran, Israel just recently, or Lebanon, or Syria, or Gaza. We've rescued hostages ourselves, all these things. And today was the first time we were ever in Hostage Square where it was happy. Usually Hostage Square is a somber, heavy, painful, frustrating, angry kind of experience where it's very, very painful, lots of hurt, and lots of tears, and those tears are from families and friends and everything. And today it was absolute elation. There were lots of tears of joy. It was almost like a party almost, which was odd because I've been there many times, and to see it like that, I never thought I'd see.
Yeah, no, I truly, I mean, that we're talking about so many years, 2 years of really every update coming from the region, just a very sad update. But today, like you said, very, very much different. And when we talk about this process of getting these 20 people back to their families, what were the moments, do you think, that led up to a really, in the last 48 hours, that planning and to make sure that everything would go to plan?
I mean, there were hundreds of little things, and there are hundreds of little things that could have gone wrong. All kinds of issues, even just basic logistics. They flew out via helicopter, via CH-53 and UH-60. The helicopters have mechanical problems. I mean, it happened. It happens. So there's a million things that can go wrong, and that's why when Gray Bull Rescue or any element that does any kind of hostage work or rescue work at all, we all have the same kind of way of thinking: is nothing is done until it's done. As we arose yesterday morning, we had been at that moment where there's a hostage deal on the table and things are looking good. We had been there before. So again, nothing is really done until that hostage is hugging their mother, father, brother, or sister. Nothing is. There's always something that can go wrong, and thank God yesterday things went fairly smooth.
Yeah, so true. And when we think about this and what families have gone through for 2 years, I think it's really important to point out, think about what you did and really everyone that's watching did in the last 2 years. And obviously there was many moments that that came and went, but for families that had these people missing, the 2 years, this is all they thought about every single day. And now to have this, I mean, it has to be truly life-changing.
Yeah, and it's a great point. There's two aspects to being to hostage stuff. One is the hostage, the other is the families. And you figure everyone's got a mommy, a daddy, a brother, a sister, a husband or a wife, and a couple of kids, and then their extended family. This is the topic of every meal of every day in perpetuity. It's a living nightmare. We dealt with this. We've dealt with this with many of our cases. We got the Kirilo Alexandrov case. His mother Gloria sat on the border in Poland while he was being tortured by the Russians. She sat there for 37 days. Every single day was, we're working very hard, we're on it, we're doing our best. But at the end of the day, it was supposed to be 5 days, which turned into 10 days, which turned into 37 days, which could have been 5 months. In this case, it's 737 days that they did not know was going to end. Didn't really believe it until yesterday morning, because again, we've been here before and deals have fallen apart and all kinds of things happen. So it really is a living nightmare for the families who are not in captivity. And remember that the hostages are only a few miles away. Gaza is not that far from Tel Aviv. You can walk it if you had to. It's not that far. So they know for 737 days, every breakfast, every lunch, every dinner, that their loved one, hopefully, maybe, is even alive. If they're alive, they're in horrible conditions, and that will be the situation until for forever, until yesterday morning, and that all came to an end.
Yeah, truly. I mean, and Bryan, I also wonder too about the families that maybe today thought they were going to be getting the remains of their loved ones back. Not all today were able to. What do you think their moments are like right now? It has to be just horrible still to think about what they are going through.
Yeah, the families of the deceased hostages have the toughest time at this moment, and the reason why is because they would really love to see their son or daughter or husband, husband or wife, coming off that helicopter and everyone cheering, and they really wanted they really wanted this moment of everything will be okay, and their family member didn't survive for one reason, either because they were executed or for whatever reason the reasons are. This is a very tough day for them. As it relates to getting bodies back, no one is confused that Hamas probably doesn't have a well-oiled mortuary affairs team where bodies were kept in refrigeration and organized and tagged properly and all those things, like a proper morgue. Everyone knows that's probably not the case, but it's still a very tough pill to swallow. It really is.
Yeah, truly. And for Bryan, for you with Grable, what is next? What is on the horizon for your mission?
So as you know, we've done 796 missions. We've saved just under 8,000 lives. Just under 8,000 lives. We've worked all over the place, all over the globe, from Europe to the Middle East to Western Hemisphere to Africa to everywhere. We're very excited about today. And today's a very happy end to a dark chapter with hostages. But I really don't think that I don't think that all those hatchets are buried here in the Middle East. I don't think so. So we're gonna we're gonna maintain our presence here in the Middle East. We're getting ready for Western Hemisphere, Asia, and all the other hot spots. And remember, we're entirely donor funded. So of the 796 missions, we rarely even get a thank you note from the government, let alone a dollar. So 8,000 lives later, grablerescue.org is where people can go to help, and you can also follow us on social media. It really helps us out in a really big way. It really does.
There you go, Bryan. Well, thank you for all that you do and your team as those families coming back. And like you said, there are so many families that you guys helped and rescue. They know tonight they are thanking you as well. So we really appreciate it. Bryan Stern, thanks for all your insight on this really historic day.
Thank you so much for having us. grablerescue.org is our website.
There we go. Thank you so much.